Imagine this. You pull up somewhere, engine off, complete silence, and before anyone even sees your face, they already know. You didn't come here to impress, you came here to dominate. That's the vibe of the 2026-27 Range Rover SV, but here's the real question. Is it actually worth all that money? Or is it just another overpriced badge on wheels? Because today we're not doing hype, we're doing reality. First thing, you look at it and yeah, it doesn't scream, it whispers. The design hasn't gone crazy futuristic, and honestly, that's a smart move. Clean lines, massive stance, and that signature Range Rover silhouette. Compared to something like a Mercedes GLS Maybach, which tries a bit too hard to show off, this feels more confident. Subtle luxury always ages better. But tell me, do you like this minimal design? Or do you prefer something more aggressive? Now step inside. And this is where things get serious. The interior is not just luxury, it's controlled luxury. Everything feels tight, precise, almost like a high-end studio rather than a car cabin. Materials? You've got sustainable leather alternatives, real wood, metal accents, and nothing feels cheap. Even the stitching feels like someone obsessed over it for hours. Compared to a Bentley Bentayga, which goes full traditional luxury, this feels more modern, more calm. But I will say, if you love flashy interiors, this might feel a bit too clean. Tech-wise, Range Rover finally stopped overcomplicating things. The infotainment is smoother, less laggy, and way more user-friendly than older models. Big screens, yes, but not overwhelming. Everything is where you expect it to be. Wireless everything, over-the-air updates, and a digital cluster that actually makes sense. Not like some systems where you need a tutorial just to change the AC. Now let's talk AI. And this is where things get interesting. The system learns your habits, seat position, climate preference, even driving style. It's not perfect yet, but it's getting close to that. It just knows you experience. Think of it like a quiet assistant, not an annoying one. But here's my question. Do you actually want your car to learn your behavior? Or does that feel a bit too much? Performance? Now don't expect this thing to behave like a sports car. That's not the point. You're getting a refined powertrain, likely hybrid options, maybe even fully electric variants down the line. Smooth acceleration, insane torque, and zero drama. Compared to something like a BMW X7 M60i, which feels more aggressive. This is calmer, more controlled. It moves fast but without making a scene. Driving feel? This is where Range Rover still dominates. The suspension just kills bad roads. You don't drive over bumps, you erase them. Off-road capability? Still one of the best in the world, even if most owners will never use it. City driving is easy, highway cruising is effortless, but yeah, it's still a big SUV. Tight parking? Not fun. Safety is top tier as expected. Advanced driver assistance, lane control, adaptive cruise, collision avoidance, it's all here. But more importantly, it doesn't feel intrusive. Some cars beep at you for breathing wrong. This one actually helps without annoying you. Now practicality, and here's where reality hits. It's spacious, super comfortable, and perfect for long drives. But fuel economy? Not great. Maintenance? Expensive. And yeah, if something breaks, it's not going to be cheap. This is luxury ownership, not budget-friendly driving. Market positioning is very clear. This sits above your typical luxury SUVs. It's not trying to compete with mid-range options, it's going directly against Bentley Bentayga, Rolls-Royce Cullinan territory, but at a slightly less crazy price point. It's for people who want luxury without being too loud about it. So final verdict? If you want a balanced luxury SUV that looks classy, feels premium, and drives like you're floating, this is one of the best options out there. But if you want excitement, drama, or something sporty, you might feel a little bored. Expected price? Around $180,000 to $230,000 depending on spec. Expected launch? Late 2026, maybe early 2027 in some markets. So now tell me, would you actually spend this kind of money on a Range Rover SV, or would you go for something more flashy like a Bentley? And if you enjoyed this real, no-nonsense review, hit that subscribe button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned. Because on MoboCar Reviews we don't sell dreams, we test reality.